Just so happens the NBA playoff boycott comes 4 years to the day when Colin Kaepernick's silent protests first became public knowledge. Steve Wyche of the NFL Network was the first to document Kaepernick's decision not to stand during the anthem. That was August 26, 2016. Steve joined me today via Skype to tell me what he remembered about that day, that story, and the parallels to this day.
So much of what was going on in 2016 is happening now. We saw Philando Castile get shot to death by a police officer in his car in front of his wife and child on a phone video. We saw Alton Sterling get killed in the same way on a phone video, much like we're seeing the deaths of George Floyd, like we saw the shooting in Wisconsin recently. So it was a presidential election year. It was the primaries in with Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, but so much was the same in terms of societal tension and what was going on. And then it was a third preseason game late at night in San Francisco. Colin Kaepernick had just been medically cleared. He had a couple procedures where he couldn't play in the first two preseason games, and I'd gotten a heads up that the Niners thought he wasn't standing in the first two preseason games, but because he wasn't in uniform, they couldn't tell. And then when he sat down during the playing of the national anthem against the Green Bay Packers, that just something triggered in me, like, okay, I've been watching his social media post all summer long. He clearly is finding his voice. He was speaking out a lot in terms of the Black Lives Matter. And so that really just made me think maybe this is bigger than him just sitting down during the national anthem. So after the game, I talked to him about it. He did the regular media session. Nobody asked him about it. I intentionally did not ask him about it because I thought I was the only one who noticed, which turned out to be the truth. And of course, that's when he told me why he was protesting. And I think it was important that I, as a journalist, contextualized why he was protesting. And if you read the lead in the original story, which I posted on my Twitter timeline today at Wyche89, it is abundantly clear why he was protesting in the first few words, and not just the fact that he did not stand for the national anthem.
Amazing. That was 4 years ago today. The team with the most black players in Major League Baseball, the Seattle Mariners, will not play in San Diego, and the Cincinnati-Milwaukee game at Miller Park also postponed after those players chose not to play as well. Again, Milwaukee less than an hour away from Kenosha, Wisconsin.